Hey all, it's Nim or Nimicry if you're feeling professional, and welcome to the YouTube video. Now today we're going to be talking about new player help, a guide system, novice network, newcomer chat. Ultimately, something WoW should have had for a very long time. So one of the big problems with MMORPGs is when you get started, what do? They put you on the rails for a little while and then all of a sudden, boom, I can show you the world. And you're like, what do I do? Where do I go? How do I help? Newcomer chat or new player help in-game is the solution to that problem. So before I show you everything else, we'll watch a little video on how to actually do it. It's about 20 seconds long, and then we'll go in and go over the guide. I'll give you my thoughts, and we'll move forward. Without further ado, let's get to it. Go to specific NPC, check requirements, click become a guide, and boom, you're a guide. So having watched that short video on how to actually become a guide, it had its requirements and everything, we'll still go over it in a little bit more detail. So let's say you want to become a guide. Let's say you have empathy for your fellow player. Let's say you like to help out people. Let's say you're a wonderful and enjoyable content creator that wants more people to watch their stuff and tries to cultivate a friendship in-game so we can get bosses down. So here's how you do it. Becoming a guide. Players interested in becoming a guide can do so by talking to the guild recruiter NPCs. Alliance players can talk to Celeste, Periwinkle by the Stormwind Embassy, and Horde players can talk to Isla, Path Leader by the Orgrimmar Embassy. And here we have, we'll pull up two screenshots. There's one, nice, and then there's the other one. And again, those are both, if you're familiar with Orgrimmar and Stormwind, those are both very easy to find. There are specific requirements to becoming a guide. Currently, these involve completing several achievements in Battle for Azeroth as well as reaching level 50, but expect these to be updated at some point in the Shadowlands, which makes sense. Obviously, as content advances, as the game progresses, as more and more things are added in, you're going to need to update your requirements. It does no good for somebody to reach level 50 when the cap is 70. I mean, and obviously there's other things. It does no good for, let's say, Ny'alotha raid to be completed, even though N'Zoth, if you did N'Zoth on LFR, you know, hats off. I did N'Zoth on normal and heroic, and it was still a pain. But LFR, Anyways, so here are the requirements as they stand. Right now it's 10/25/2020. So be level 50. All right, check. Max level for pre-patch. Complete the achievement. 3,000 quests completed. That'll give you the title The Seeker, and you're about halfway to Lore Master. Complete at least 2 of the following achievements. Terrific Trio. Reach maximum level with 3 different classes. Not bad. Rival, Battle for Azeroth Season 4. Earn the rank of Rival during Battle for Azeroth Season 4. Now, I don't ever really PvP, so I'm not sure how hard that is to do. But if I remember correctly, I think Rival's only like an 1800 ranking, if that. And I think you can get to 16 for free if you just keep playing. You don't lose ranking below a certain skill bracket. Battle for Azeroth Keystone Conqueror Season 4. Complete all Battle for Azeroth Season 4 dungeons at Mythic level 10 or higher within the time limit. Now, that is a very good achievement to have for a guide, for gameplay mechanics. Honestly, I think that's great because if you can do all of the PvE content at level 10, that means you can coordinate a group, that means you can follow instructions, that means probably you can issue instructions, and most importantly, you can adjust on the fly. That's a great one. The Waking Dream. Defeat Carapace of N'Zoth and N'Zoth the Corruptor encounters in Ny'alotha, the Waking City. Now, that could be done on LFR. It's not really the fight. I don't think it should just be Mythic only. I'm thinking normal and higher, because that means you've at least had some experience in the raid. And for those who don't know, when you do stuff in LFR, every time you fail, every time, your party gets knocked on the head, you get a stack of determination, which increases your damage, your health, and your healing received. Now, N'Zoth, of course, for those who know that fight, there was a couple of different mechanics in there that made pugging it in LFR exceedingly painful. The sanity mechanics and things like that. And eventually it got nerfed and nerfed and nerfed. But still, there were groups that couldn't complete it. So that's, I don't know about that one. And of course, we have the technology. Purchase all research items in the Titanic Research Archive. Now, that was an expansion feature. I assume that that will be replaced with another expansion feature in Shadowlands. The Titanic Research Archive, for those who don't know, was for the legendary cloak Ash Karamis. So once you become a guide, you will gain access to Newcomer Chat with the default chat bind being /4. Now, I was in Newcomer Chat a little earlier today, and let me tell you, it is wholesome. It is the most wholesome thing I've had in World of Warcraft in a long time. It's amazing. People ask the question, answer the question, and even some of the newcomers were like, oh man, like, there were so many guides ready to answer. It's like, yeah, that's what we're here to do. Anyways, the main feature of Newcomer Chat, the main feature of the guide system is the Newcomer Chat, a separate chat that appears anywhere in the world where guides and newcomers interact. New WoW players with starter accounts will have access immediately to the Newcomer Chat when logging into the game, once again, using the default /4 chat bind to gain access to the chat. In Newcomer Chat, newcomers are indicated by a Murloc icon. So there's the chat there. And guides are indicated by a green flag, as well as guide text next to their names. Newcomers won't see the Murloc icons. Guides won't see the green flag icons. Newcomer Chat from a newcomer standpoint. Here we go. As you can see, we've got guide. And then if we come out, and from a guide standpoint, we see the little Murlocs. I've seen the Murlocs. There we are. So here's the thing. I want to know one thing about this in particular, and it has yet to be implemented, is there a way to opt into Newcomer Chat if you don't have a starter account, right? Let's just say you're somebody's mom who's played for a while, but you're not very good. I have a friend, Bronick, whose mother is like that. She's fun, she'll try, she'll really put forth the effort, but when patches come, it takes her a couple of weeks to, get the ground running, to be like, hey, let's get back into the rotation. So is there a way that maybe that can happen? I don't know yet. That's something I'm gonna tweet at Blizz and see if we can't find an answer. Now, guide and newcomer world icon identifiers. Besides their chat indicators in Newcomer Chat, guides and newcomers can identify each other in the world. Guides will have green flags above their head, while newcomers will have Murlocs. And we can see this just for an example. There, of course, is the flag icon for the guide, and the Murloc, little baby Murloc for new players. Hey, listen, we love you new players. You guys keep the game going. Get in here. You can find me at Nimicry. And I'll put it on screen. It'll be Nimicry 11770. That's the battle tag. I'm always down to help. Now let's exit out of that. Now then, let's hypothetically say you're done. You've had enough altruism. The toxicity has overtaken you. The RNG has stained your soul. You are like, I'm no longer helping. It's just me. Cue rim shot for bad WoW joke. Boom. Now, let's say if you are a guide and you no longer wish to be one, you can simply return to the guild recruiter NPC in your faction, talk to them to leave the system. There's no punishment for leaving the system, and you can return at any time. So that's good. Let's hypothetically say you just need to check out for a bit. You've done the socially responsible thing in the game, trying to help people out, and you're just like, I can't anymore. All right, take a break. Do whatever you need to do. Okay, so now that we've gone over that, we've seen this. Honestly, one of the best things about this is there is no reward. Now, you may be like, Nim, what do you mean? Why is there no why wouldn't you want a reward? Okay, the answer is simple. If people sign up when there's no reward, that means it's people who want to help players. If people sign up, if there's a mount, a title, a pet, a cosmetic, a transmog, I don't know, a special, head pat, people are gonna do it for that, and then your system gets like, oh, we have 1,000 guides, but nobody's answering questions in Newcomer Chat. So I like that. I like that there's no reward per se, other than just the satisfaction of helping somebody. Because listen, I've played WoW for a very long time. I've gone through phases where, high-end, mythic, raider, just get in there and be like, lay down, raid boss. I'm gonna get you. And I've done it as a tank, as a healer, and as DPS. I've also gone through phases where it's like, me, poke. Oh, don't die. And then be like, and as a tank, like, hiding behind a shield. But that's, and everywhere in between. So my goal is to help the players, and the Newcomer Chat is to help the players, and by helping the players, by fostering a sense of community, by seeing that, hey, we're not all toxic people, we can keep people engaged, and we can keep people learning, and then we can increase the success rate of which random content is done with pugs. And then boom, everybody gets their reward, everybody gets their fun stuff, and we move on. Anyways, that being said, of course, I'm curious to what you guys think. Now, before we leave, I do want to mention I stream on Twitch Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday and Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, and there'll be something on the screen there. Let me know. You guys gonna be a guide? You gonna help out, or you think it's just too much hassle, or maybe you're just waiting out for, maybe you're holding out for a reward. Who knows? But that being said, of course, my name was Nim or Nimicry. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all those other things, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.